no listen to no fake news, them can't. Could do all it out and them never fake news. Notice I just be a bad bitch, I get forward from with you. But the one you have feel good girl them easy. She never did a features, I rate it. Never did a features, half naked. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a features, half naked. Never did a features, I rated. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. I know every girl a wife material. I know every girl forget the juice in my seed bag. I know every girl me trust to cook my food, nor boil my tea, not even put the milk in the cereal. Me like a catty when me dival. When no fi wash for cook fi clean and no fuss. When she hear me get a new girl, I know that me mean when me say me fight me demons. Multiple wife legally, no illegal. Yeah, straight, me go crazy. I know every catty can be my first lady. I know every press plus, but he don't pay for plus. Tatiana no fit in and no Mercedes. When me say, oh luxury dolly fi nurse baby, a trouble when luxury dolly turn old lady. So big up every girl with all lazy. Your body big, but why your mommy donate it? I rate it. Never did a fi dress half naked. Me never did a fi give her ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a fi dress half naked. Never did a fi dress I rated. Me never did a fi give her ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She now wait pan money for reach her and donation. She make reach her man donation. 101, but he waste gal a pull her fi leave her man, but she stay strong. She know say them are no friends, them are haters. Them sleep with every man in the acre. Can't get nobody fi stay long and want the advice for relation. Baby no listen to no fake news. Them can't keep a man 'cause them never stay true. Could do all it out and them never pay dues. Never shut them out and them wicked and cruel, eh? Bag a man a rush but them just a get yours. Everything them have them did a fear blows. Instagram live them nude for the views. Baby that I know you though. Sure, I rate it. Never did a pictures half naked. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. She never did a features half naked. Never did a features I rated. Me never did a piggy or ratings halfway, that's why me give her ratings. One wish. You know the chop. Ayazahab. Badness no sir. Let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot casket stay boy. You must see one back this prayer. When the map stick raise that big straight. Shot this place, the key them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face, the key never tell us say we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate, hey. We don't play around, when you see the UPK around. We bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We no take drape up, we no take beat up, we no stay so. And when the next day come, we no change up. My heart them bad as them wake up. Take care bus boy head top shake up. So tell a pussy hold down violate us. No care where you status, where you take up. Every man a killer till miss a dead face you straight up. Great stuff, one Westling bigger than NATO. Man we boss it to NATO. Only man we afraid that are the creator, the maker. Hey, we don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15 and AR rounds. AR-15s and AR rounds. AR-15s and let me tell you how the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the Glock display. Tell a boy say no try box this face. Back switch face, you know how your blood clot gasket stay boy. You must see one Baptist prayer. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced, the teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Crack his face, the key never tell us so we lock this place. Which locksmith, anyway watch this space. War with them bunny like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the UPK around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds. Yo, what about the bomber clock to them boy, man? Bad mind never kill them. Suffocate on a pussy. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog we beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Nah take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, play down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grabber done flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convertible drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you want proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they are so, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but I so big up. Greenfield say we tough, so we a famous. And all who a flip up and a lip up a fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy boss, one her belly tough with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if they're not that pretty. Money say make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it, this a chop city. Anywhere we go we a lock that city. Money in a pocket city, fat billy. Don't come around if you're not family. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad.
told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspect. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this. I'm taking life for what it is. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuss, show me love, I need love. Don't wanna leave me, I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, then we on that fly shit. To all these worldly bastards around us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, young, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to I would step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce. Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about
it's true. Nigga, cool zone. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sit, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with them weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she modest. I know two things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt, I'm gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that means? Fall on his ass. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Long live one West. Say what? Long live one West. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down.
UPK, O1 West. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, him start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. But just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision, him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions, come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons, same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean on is UPK and the General Yana. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yeah, our shy Mashiach is a black man who have fear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Bun Saddam, my bun Batman are just part of the nation. Yeah, our shy never come bring peace, in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation, send evils and curses on the whole city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat, I know the first thing. Hey, 400 years them work with, then desert with, then turn round and call we worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and then the doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to a building of a turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to a building of a turn after the long journey. No care much money you a earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace, in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the law, statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Episode 89 of On the Ends. You know what I mean? We're there as usual. You get me, myself, Officer Karafia. You get me, got Officer Dunga Bar here. What you saying, Dunga Bar? We got mic problems today, so bear with us. We got mic issues, no microphone today, so it might sound a bit blurred. You know what I mean? First and foremost, man, my man died, man. Kevin Samuel's dead, man. It's so lucky, man. Some of you women can't. Some of you women can't get no more relationship advice, man. I guess you got to come to the UPK, man. Learn the hard way, man. It's a luck, yeah. You know what I mean? After Dungaba crushed the lunatic in his class one day. What got there?
Listen, this nigga was out his mind, man. He was telling me that his family's been to another round. He was telling me he was wrong on some history. So I said, according to the history books say blah blah blah. He goes, I can't tell him nothing. I said, so what's his scholarly level in history? His soul teaches him.
I saw one part where he was like, I'm a one-man band. He goes, so who teaches you when you're messing up? You're assuming that no one will teach you. You say, yo, listen, you're a one-man band.
Exactly. Like, it was out his mind, man.
This guy's crazy, bro.
Listen, it was out his mind, man. I'm telling you, his luck he met the new Dumbo boss. Lucky.
The old one went crazy, man.
The old one would have turned the internet off. But listen, it is a lunatic. In the end, they ended up leaving the school saying, what did they say? We're ignorant. They said we're not militant. That's what they said. If you could see the state of him, I mean, he's telling us we should take up arms. We should take up arms and go do all of these, go fight the white man. And the thing is this, he's a man that you wouldn't want in your army next to you. By the looks of him, listen, you're going to lose any war with him, man. Any war with him, you're going to lose. Like, I was looking at him, his face is half slanted. Listen, man, he's out his mind. He's a lunatic.
Well, the mad potted.
Listen, it was high. And I'm asking him, do you get high? He's like, it's none of my business.
It's mad. Weed heads here never want to admit to smoke weed. Exactly. What, I'm embarrassed something, man. I never understood that, man. Well, so anyway, man.
If you like weed, just own up. Just like weed and own up to it, man. Don't be ashamed of it. Go ahead.
I would have swear, man. So the first topic going to Young Thug the rapper was saying something about broke niggas. You get me? Now I ain't a broke nigga, so don't think I'm taking offense. You get me?
No, I'm taking offense.
Well, this nigga, he rubbed me the wrong way, man. It's a lucky, man. That's what the brother's saying. Let me zoom in a bit so you all can see. Oh, I made it worse. See what Young Thug saying about broke men, yeah?
If you're a broke ass nigga, you should not be able to live because you bringing poor kids into this world. For nigga, you making niggas rob and kill and steal because you running around with no type of career, no nothing. Having kids, now your kids growing up won't shit. Your kids growing up looking at Thug and his game. God needs to set some rules, bro. We need new rules. Need new oath, bro. If you're a broke ass nigga, you should not be able to live because you bringing poor kids into this world. For nigga, you making niggas rob and kill and steal because you running around with no type of career, no nothing. Having kids, now your kids growing up won't shit.
For anyone that couldn't hear, Young Thug saying broke niggas shouldn't be able to nut. For anyone that don't know what that means, it means to ejaculate, man. You get me? He's saying broke niggas shouldn't be able to nut because why? You're bringing more broke kids into this world. And then these kids are gonna mess with my shit and beg me for stuff. But what Young Thug don't know is that his broke dad nutted and made him.
Right.
Oh, you're forgetting now because you got a bit of money. So Young Thug, we know where you're from, man. And you're not from Buckingham Palace. So lucky you're not born in the nice parts of America, man. Your broke dad nutted in your broke mom.
Right.
And made broke kids like yourself, man. Until one day you found out that you had a bit of talent and you could spit to a beat, man. And you're still broke now. Rappers don't make money compared to other millionaires. Rappers are broke, man. And guess what? The broke niggas buy your CDs. Yeah. A broke man nutted into loads of different people, and these kids from broke nuts are like, yeah, that's too explicit.
No, fair enough.
Buy your records, man. That's what I don't like about these rappers sometimes, man. That's the problem with our people. The same thing happened in the time of Christ. Brothers that's what the Bible says. Money is the root of all evil, man. Brothers get money and start to change. Brothers get money and start to move different, start to treat brothers different, man. And the Bible talks about that. The Bible talks about the man with the purple garment and with the ring who treats poor people different, man. Still lucky that word.
And it's mad that he said that, man, because when you look at us as a nation, we're a nation of slaves, which means if all our people fought like that from the time of Egypt, we would have stopped having kids, man.
That's right.
And then our nation would be wiped out if you look at funds and money. The thing is this, raising children don't really cost as much money as people make out. People make out like your child has to have all the latest designer. Listen, man, one time Captain Bashot taught me something, man. Remember that shit with the baby? Listen, man, Captain Bashot said, for a baby, just have 2 baby girls. You wash one, you put them in one, then you wash that one, you put them back in the other one. And I said, you know what? That makes sense. And then it goes, in terms of the baby food, you just crush up some apples or whatever that put in the baby. You see them baby jars, which is costing you £5, £6. Captain Bashot said, just buy a pack of apples and you just blend them and crush them up. And I said, you know what? It's the same thing that they give you to crush up the banana and the apples. And it makes sense. Or if women don't want to have babies because they're thinking about the price, this is what you do. You just breastfeed, man.
That's right.
Breast milk is free, man.
That's right.
Breast milk ain't costing you a thing. Breast milk ain't costing you a thing, man. You breastfeed, man, if you ain't got no money. It's that simple. You have your baby, you breastfeed. It's simple. But as for young folk, he's basically telling us all our children shouldn't be here. That's what he's telling us, man. He's saying all the children we have shouldn't be here because we're broke. He said broke men shouldn't be able to not. And these things, when people make them comments, it's the dumbest things ever, man.
That's right.
The thing is, young folk, he's rich compared to us, but on the spectrum compared to other races, young folk's poor, man. Young folk is poor compared to these other races. So him saying that really, he's closer to us than he's to them in terms of money. He's closer to being broke with us than in terms of being labeled with the rich. The man who runs the whole label is rich. Most of these recording artists is signed to a label, and who's at the top of that label? The white man.
That's right.
He's at the top of all these labels. He decides what goes on TV, the talent, and everything. All Young Folk does is raps, and he probably gets a percentage. I'm sure rappers get less than what, 20%? Rappers get less than 20%.
Change, man. Remember the album sound? What's platinum? 100 mil.
Is it? Probably.
Like to go platinum, you gotta sell 100 million copies. Meanwhile, rappers don't have 100 mil. The average rapper got about 7, man.
Right.
And like what you're saying, listen, all of us are broke, man. Our grandparents are broke. Listen, our grandparents. What if our grandparents was when they came to England? It was poor, man.
Right.
Working cleaning jobs. And what were their grandparents? Poor also. What were their grandparents? Poor also, man.
Right.
We're a nation of poor people, and you got people of our nation that make it and look down on other black people, and that's why they rejected Christ, man. Christ was a regular black man in the end, man. They said that, can anything good come from Nazareth? Meaning, can anything good come from that area right there?
Right.
Can anything good come from them ends? So that's the same area where abandoned buildings are, man. That's the same area where people get raped and killed, man. Ain't nothing good can come from there, man. And that's why people don't want to come in the truth. Why? Because these niggas, us niggas can't know nothing about God. We have baggy jeans and our braids and our beard, man. What could we know, man? And the same thing with Christ. What could he know from the ends? I'm from Oxford. I'm from Cambridge. I'm rich, man. And that's why they deny Christ, man. Let me tell you something. The greatest things come from the ghetto, man. You give me young fog is the product of a broke nigga's nut, man. So lucky, man. So that's your graphic.
And the next thing as well, if Young Fog was so rich, he wouldn't be rapping, man. He's only rapping so he can make money. Rich people don't have. What he's doing is, Young Fog was broke, and he said, you know what? In order for me to make it out of this brokenness, I need to find a career. I need to rap. So that's what he did. He's only been rapping like, what, a few years?
That's right.
And he ain't that rich, man. Eventually, your fans are going to stop supporting you. Eventually, your fans are going to grow up and realize this mumble rap is garbage.
That's
Honestly,
right.
Give me one Fog that some good song that young. Wait, is Young Fog the one that was crying over his woman the other day?
Nah, Young Fog's the one that wore a dress and shit.
Who's the one that was crying over his woman the other day? Because she left him over he must have liked some girl's picture or something. I can't remember which rapper it was. Let me see if I can find it. One of them was crying over a woman.
In the meantime, I'll read scriptures. This is Matthew 9 and 10. And it came to pass, as Jesus sat at meat in the house. So you talk about Jesus at a house eating with brothers, chopping up with brothers, eating, drinking, like what you do when you're chilling with brothers, man. Yeah, you eat, you know what I mean? You eat a meal. When a brother invites you to his house, he's hospitable. You eat, you drink, and so forth. And Christ is doing just that. Behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with his disciples. So many publicans and sinners, man, sat down with him. A publican's like a taxpayer, man. You know, man, brothers hate taxpayers. Like today, you got black people that hate police. You know the ones that just hate policemen. You got black people that hate law enforcement. Back then, if you was a taxpayer, a tax collector, brothers hated you, man. And these type of men were sitting down with Christ, man. And when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto his disciples, why eateth your master with publicans and sinners? And they saw Yahushua chilling with men that made mistakes, man, that was working on himself. I said, you chill with them type of man. Nah, you roll with these type of niggas. Nah, man. I'm up there, I'm holy, I'm great. I could never roll with them scummy niggas, man. And that's how young dog thinks, man. If I got $2 in my pocket, man, I'm nice, man. You brothers shouldn't even be able to have children, man. You're disgusting and scummy. And that's how brothers think when they get $2 in their pocket, man. A couple pounds in their pocket, man. Slack you, man.
Nah, right, young folk, it was little Uzi, but they're all the same. All of them are the same.
Ridiculous, man. So we're gonna move on anyway, man. So again, you know what I mean? The topic is what? Do good men get played, man? Dunga boy, it's in the video, the man. Nice. Listen, all my life I hear black men ain't this, black men ain't that, black men are too aggressive, black men ain't nice enough, man. And today I saw a black man be nice to a woman, man. And this man was treated like garbage. I'm in the place. So this is a woman in the gym, and a black man came and gave her a mat to help us out. And this is, you gotta watch it for yourself, man. So like, man. Look at that, man. We can't win. They say black men are too harsh, and they say you go with white men because white men are more caring. The black man gave her a map. Actually, I don't need it, thank you very much. Yeah, can you take it with you? Can you take? And the same sister made a post, man. This is what I posted about the incident. Don't laugh, bro. This is cold as shit. And this is why, see, black men don't want to be nice, and then black women say, see, black men they ain't in tune with their nice side, man. They're too busy trying to be hard and whatever. This is the reason why, man. So like, yeah. Not me, I'm just hard anyway. But look at this, man. Can you see your screen, Slack, yeah? So she reads, I was working out in the corner and a man randomly came and attempted to shove a mat underneath me because it'll be more comfortable. If he asked me whether I wanted it, I wouldn't mind, but I think abruptly doing so and invading my space is weird. Even let me see what that says. Even if you are being nice, and Doug, can you believe that? Listen, we can't win. They say that we're not romantic enough. They say that we're gremlins and we're too hard. And Amanda's nice, man. And listen, it's weird. It's creepy. You're making my skin crawl, man. Listen, man. Fuck that one, please. Just like, I don't know what we're going to do these days, man. I don't know what we have to do.
Listen, this is what you do, man. You see a woman in the gym doing everything wrong, don't help her, man. She could be struggling under that bar, man. Listen, she could be trying to bench 10 kg. She's struggling and can't lift it off her. You walk past and leave her, man. You don't go help her. And I'm sure this is that same woman that said she's shedding light on women being abused in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is that same stupid woman. She sets up her camera and she says, women is, this is what she said. What did she say? Women don't go to the gym because men make them feel uncomfortable. Listen, man. In my gym, I don't even notice you women in the gym, man. The women in my gym is the 20 kg dumbbells, man.
That's
I don't
right.
notice you women in the gym.
That's a double D.
Exactly. And the thing is, you go to the gym just like a whore. What do you think is going to happen, man?
That's right.
You go to the gym just like a whore. Men that love whores is going to approach you. It's like wearing red and seeing a bull. Obviously, yeah, you can't say, well, I was wearing red and the bull charged at me.
What's wrong with these bulls, man?
Exactly.
Everyone go keep charging at me.
The bulls is charging at me. Why? You're wearing red. Listen, man. Don't go dressed like a whore and then complain when men come to you and treat you like a whore. Listen, you're dressed like a whore in the skimpy little spandex shorts, and then you're talking about men make you feel uncomfortable and all of this nonsense. Dress appropriately.
Yeah, I believe so.
Dress appropriately then, instead of dressing like a little slag.
So like, yeah. And the thing is, women wear these spandex in the gym. Who's that for men? Like, listen, I don't care what anyone says. It got nothing to do with comfortability, man. It's all to do with men. Do you know these bending down exercises? And when men look now, they go, "Oh, what's your problem?" Oh, yes, quarters. Oh, God, you good? Yeah. Are you there? Are you the point? My guy, there, man. Good. No, so carry on about luck here.
So yeah, man, if you're gonna go dress like a whore, obviously men are gonna treat you like that. You do know there's long t-shirts you can wear over your leggings at the gym, you know. You do know that. If you wasn't aware. You do know that there's long t-shirts. You just buy 3XL and it comes all the way down. We'll cover you behind it. You do know this, right? If you go dressed like a whore, men are gonna treat you like a whore. I seen a woman in the gym. This same woman here, she was bent over the bench, and some guy walked past and said, "Every man would like you in that position." Which obviously you don't want to be.
And we're thirsty. Exactly. You can't down go meet in front of some hungry niggas, man. Come on, man. So
and then now, like Sharpa said, she's trying to build a woman's only gym. That's fine, man. Listen, tell her instead of dissing, man, tell her go get a better job, and she can build a woman's only gym, man. Tell her go get a better job in the finance and a mortgage. Maybe she can build a woman's only gym.
And let me cut you right there. Women don't want a woman on the gym. That's
exactly.
Women love attention.
Exactly.
Listen, the gyms out there where there's a women's section, and the women can't stay in their section, man. They somehow find a way in the men's section. Listen, women's spandex got bum padding in there. Why is it padding in the bum part, man? Why? What has that got to do with exercise? Because it's all got to do with what men want, man. Women walk around with the same gym spandex, and they even go in gym, man. Right. Just for fashion. Because it's all about getting attention from men, man. It got nothing to do with what my own woman's gym. Say she ain't gonna build nothing, man. They love that attention, man. Right. So
they're gonna put on them little shorts and they're gonna squat in front of men, and men ain't gonna look or comment. You got on them little booty shorts and you squatting in front of men, man. Listen, in my gym there's a women's section, and what do? They come upstairs to the men's section.
I told you, I know, because my gym is a women's section, and you can't find a woman in there.
Exactly.
You're all up in the men's section because they want that attention, man.
Trying to deadlift when I need the deadlift. What's it called?
You got your own, use your own
exactly.
shit, man.
You don't use yours downstairs, man. They're trying to deadlift upstairs, and this is the men's section, man. Half the time, you know, when you're trying to get the bars, I'm trying to get the bars, and that same exercise she was doing, that glutes exercise, that's what they're always doing, where they got their back on the bench doing the hip thrust. Listen, man, if you're gonna dress like that in the gym, don't be surprised when that happens, man. I mean, it's like dressing. I mean, it's like dressing like a robber and not expecting the police to chase you, man. Obviously, it's gonna happen, man. You dress like a robber, obviously the police is gonna be onto you. She wants to dress like a whore, and then she wants to complain when men. See if you can find that video when the man came up to her.
Which one?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you.
What YouTube or?
I can't remember what's her name again.
I don't know.
If her name is, click back on the post, and then it might bring up her name.
That's the video station still.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I saw it and I thought, raw. The man's being nice, man. Approached her properly. Approached her better than I would. Man was nice and excuse me, he was like this and that. Oh, nice, man. A man's a creep, he's weird. So how's a man supposed to approach you, man? A man likes you, say, listen, you want this mat? He thought it would be nice and comfortable if you give it this mat quarters are, and she having it, man. Come on, man.
And it's mad, you know why? Really, yeah, the mat helps. Like, you're meant to use the mat. So in his mind, he's probably thinking, all right then, I've been doing gym for a while, and I know what works and what don't work. Here's the mat. Nowadays, you can't even correct a woman's form in the gym. You can't even correct her form in the gym.
You be all on social. You can, but you be on social media exactly. As a creep.
Exactly. So this is what you do. You just let her drop the bar on her head. So okay, just leave her. She drops the bar on her head. You just walk past and look and keep it moving. That way, at least you're not going to be some creep and some. What else did she say he is? He's weird. Weird. And like someone tried to help you is weird. All she could have said is, "Oh no, thank you. I like to do it without the mat." That's it. Next time one of you women come to me in the gym, you know when they're squatting and they like their little padding on their neck thing. Next time one of you that come for me and ask that, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you're weird. No. I'm gonna say you're hitting on me. No. Because one time a sister in the gym asked me, she's like to me, she's asked me quite a lot because she's like, what does she want to do now? That same glutes thing, but trying to do it with the dumbbell with the 50 kg. So she's like to me, can you pick the 50 kg? Listen, I can pick that shit up. I'm like, I can pick that shit. I'm like, I can pick up 2 at one time. But next time I'm gonna say no, you're hitting on me, it's weird. That's what I'm gonna say next time. Right. Say you go do it yourself. That's what I'm gonna do.
There you go, man. So lucky. Shame, man. Good niggas don't get nothing. Remember we used to watch Maury show and the man that wanted to be the dad was never the dad. Yo, good niggas don't get nothing these days, man. You know what I mean? Let me see what I'm going with this.
Two of them provide, two of them paying all your bills, two of them taking you out, two of them going on vacations. But the issue is if the woman is sexually active with both, because that's where it gets a bit sticky. But if she's having a good time, then I think it's the best idea. Two great guys. That's what men do all the time. They have like 5 different women that are all amazing. A woman can love 2 great men at the same time.
And let me tell you something, man. A woman can't love 2 men, man. According to God, a woman can't love 2 men. And what she just described here was not a woman loving 2 men. She just described 2 gal clown paying her rent, man. You know that what she described? She described 2 fools paying their rent and buying their shoes and buying their clothes, man. A woman can't, according to the Bible, a woman can't love 2 men. Someone give that scripture in the Bible, man. You know what I mean? The adultery, man. The adultery scripture. A woman can't have 2 men. A woman can't love 2 men. It just can't happen. Don't let these new women and a new age and Christianity say they can, they can't, man. Right. But a man can love 2 women, though. A woman can love 2 children, though. She loves her 2 children. She loves 10 of her children, she can't, man. Right. And what she described wasn't love. She described 2 girl clown, 2 fools, man, buying their shoes and rent and paying their rent and stuff, man. Any woman loving 2 men is a slag, man. Right. Any woman loving 2 men is a whore. What's Skettel, whatever the case you may call it, man. Slut, man. Slut, man. Let me speak a good one real quick, man.
And imagine that. This woman said she's got 2 men, both of them paying the bills.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if you're a man and you find out this woman has another man, you need to remove yourself from the situation, man. Right. Say to her, you know what? I ain't being with no whore, man. I'm gonna get me a woman that loves me and me only. Listen, black man, you deserve more, man.
That's right.
Don't lower your standards and don't be a simp for these women, man. Don't allow her to play you. Like, imagine this woman's on big internet talking about I got 2 men paying the bills. Don't let no woman clown you, man. Right. If a woman's only using you for your money, you don't give her nothing, man. Don't give her no money. This is what you say to her. Bitch, get a job if you want to be rich, man. That's what you say to her. All these women want these expensive restaurants, these expensive drinks. Bitch, get your own job. And listen, so like, excuse my French. You want these expensive restaurants? Bitch, get a better job so you can afford these restaurants, man. Right. Imagine I must pay for all that garbage. I ain't doing none of that nonsense, man. Right. You go pay for this. You go pay for that yourself, man. If you get with me, man, you're having Nando's. How much is a Nando's? A platter like £20 pound. Nah, that's too much. Like, find me something cheaper. Find me something cheaper.
You get the half a chicken about what, 80?
You're getting a quarter chicken actually. The first few days you get a quarter chicken, and your heart better be content, man. Right. And if it's not content, maybe I'm just not the man for you, man. Maybe I'm just not high value enough.
That's right.
For you, maybe I'm just not high value enough for you. So you go find your next man that's high value, and let's see how that turns out for you. Let her find the next one that's high value. Right. I pray you find them, but it's not going to be me. So,
look you there, man. I as a hub, most high Christ, but most high Christ. But it's like, give me I think 101 is boom. Leviticus 20 and 10. If for nothing. And let me get Deuteronomy 17 as well. The 23 and 17 as well. No woman can have no 2, man. I don't care what they say, man. This is what men do, women can't do, man. Life ain't equal, man. When a man that loves a woman, that's the Lord ordained it to happen. When a woman does it, it's nasty, man. He wants a woman with 10 men, it brings their value down. It's like a car with 10 owners, man. Mm-hmm. It just don't work in reverse, man. So you don't want a woman that's been passed around, man. Right. You don't want that, man. It's a luck, yeah.
Just imagine, this woman's been passed around, and imagine when you're with her, and all the niggas that have hit it, you seeing them, and then she's saying, "Oh yeah, I used to see him. I used to see him. I used to see him." A part of you as a man must feel like,
must feel horrible, man.
Yeah, man.
And imagine like your man meant to be yours in secret, man. Imagine the next man somewhere saying, "Yeah, I know how that feels, you know." You're on the school run, and you book a man in the school run that had your daughter. Oh man, nah, man.
Listen, imagine there's a man somewhere with a video of her on his phone, man. There's a man somewhere with a video of her on his phone, man. Showing next niggas the listen, man. You women better choose wisely, man, or you're gonna be on somebody's phone, and when you do finally get a man you love, you have to explain to him, well, you know what, I got a Kim Kardashian sex tape out there somewhere. Right. I got a Kim K sex tape out there somewhere. You're gonna break that man's heart, man. I say you keep your legs closed I say you just come in the ISUPK and find a man.
That's right.
In here, man. Because you finding a man out there, guess what happens? You're going to be with him for about a week, and then you're going to be with somebody else, and somebody else, and somebody else. Listen, man, just today, man, I was browsing on Facebook, man, and one girl that had a man posted up today saying, "Oh, this is my man," and I was thinking, hold on, the last nigga was light skinned. I'm thinking, yo, this new man's gonna be darker. Well, I'm thinking this nigga's gonna be darker. Come to find it's a new man completely, and he looked like the other one but a darker version.
You sure? Probably the same man?
Nah, it's a different one. It's a different one. And she was happy that he came around and cut her grass.
See it there.
He's a real man because he cut her grass. that made him a real man because he came around and cut the grass. Listen, man, a man will come around and cut the grass, change your tire, just so he can have sex with you, man.
That's right.
And then once he has the sex a few times, that grass is gonna grow, and he ain't coming around to cut that grass.
The grass is like Jumanji to
run. Call a gardener, man.
It's just what kind of gardener?
Eddie.
What is it? Right now. It's right now. Anyway, so what kind of gardener?
Yeah?
What kind of gardener? Yo, fuck yeah. But anyway, you read that thing, please, Baba Kashan.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, nothing loud.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife.
And the Bible goes, the man that commits adultery with another man's wife. Adultery is having sex with another man's wife, man. It ain't sex before the ring on the finger. It's not sex before marriage. Adultery is having sex with the next man's wife, man. A woman can only have one, man. Read on.
Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife,
keep reading.
The adulterer and the adulteress shall be surely put to death.
And that's what the Bible says about adulteresses, man. Adulteress is a woman that has more than one man.
Right.
Adulteress is a woman that has sex with someone else that ain't a man. And the Bible goes, they deserve death, man. They don't deserve a new house. They don't deserve Hakkasan. What else, Dongaba? They don't deserve a Birkin bag. The Bible said they deserve death, man.
Right.
So give me Deuteronomy 23:17 as well, Bible Kishar, if I'm not.
Deuteronomy chapter 23.
And also make sure you call it, man. 079-607-4784, man. 079-607-4784. Listen, Dongaba is ready to kill somebody, man. He wants all the smoke, he wants all the debates, man. He done duck with a weed head Wednesday.
Bring your doctrines, man.
He duck with a weed head Wednesday, man.
That's right.
You get me? All now we're waiting for the man's postcode for his school, man. So we can go down there, you get me? Oh, now we can't reach, man. So lucky. You get me? Read that for me, Papa Kusha.
Deuteronomy chapter 23. Salakia chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read that again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read that again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
In the Bible goes, this shall, imagine this, there's a law, a rule that we have amongst black people. And one of the rules is you can't be a whore.
That's right.
That's how much God loves black women. There's a rule, one of the rules is black women are not allowed to be whores. The Bible goes, there shall be no whores amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
Right.
There should be no city girls, man. There should be no Cardi B's, man. There should be no Nicki Minaj's, man. Who else is a horse like here? Bag of them, man.
Everybody outside the ISUPK.
Should be no whores. That's how much God loves black women.
That's
so that being a whore is forbidden, man.
Right.
No woman should be talking about I got a man that pays my rent and a man that pays my distance. Any man's paying the rent should be a man.
That's
should be a man. I don't go about you give the government a pass. The government boy get a pass, but that's it, man. Like what Dangobar said, man. Listen, you gotta take. Sometimes you got. If you're a man out there and you're trying to map out a woman, sometimes guess what Dangobar, like he said, you gotta take this woman Nando's, man. See what she's about. And if any woman talking about it's okay, I don't want to go, then she ain't for you, man.
Right.
A woman that loves you just wants your time. And she'll have a picnic with you, man. Right. She'll go to Aston Park, sit on the grass, as long as she got to be with you. Any woman talking about where? We're going where? Nah, pass, man. And listen, you don't believe me, a woman said it herself. Just listen to what a woman said.
Get to know her, yeah, and you want to take her out. Say to her, she goes, where are we going? Say, we're going to the park, darling, yeah? And if her face gets all screwed up, you know she's a fucking finesser. But if she's cool with that shit, she's not a finesser. Take her to the park, buy a bottle of Prosecco, buy some sandwiches, couple of bags of crisps, you know what I mean? Lovely towel, you lie down in the park on a blanket, chase her around the park. She falls over, you fall on top.
Listen, Mummy said it well, man. I like Dagobah. Mummy said it well, man. I couldn't say it better myself. You tell a girl going to the park and the face or push up. Red flag, man.
Right.
Red flag, man. Any woman that loves you, listen, she don't care what you're about. She wants your time.
That's right.
That's all, man. This will be teach you something big right now, man. If you tell a girl we're going Nando's, she sighs. But you go, listen, man, this is red flag, man. It's lucky, man. You know,
and also, you know, like basically think what a woman asks you for lets you know what kind of woman she is, man. What a woman asks you for lets you know what kind of woman she is. Now you see if a woman asks you, can you buy me a cooker? That's something good to ask her. Says, can you buy me a cooker? I'll be like, that's fine. Says, can you buy me a dining table? Can you buy me an apron and a chef hat and that's a good woman right there.
Right.
But when they start asking, so when you buy me a Birkin bag, just think about her mind state. Once they start asking for those kind of things, like certain materialistic things, you should know this ain't no good woman. You should know after this Nando's, you just pay the bills and you just drop her home and leave it at that. Or tell her get in an Uber, but give me that preset quarters. I'll let the one that you're holding.
Nice and loud, slap that on mic if you could. Nice and loud, could that on mic.
And this precept is for that woman that's got two men on the go. Go ahead.
John chapter 4 verse 18. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now is not thy husband.
This is tons of women, man. That's not your man. You're just having casual sex with everybody. You think that's your man? You're just having casual sex with everybody, man.
Right.
Christ said to this woman, you had 5 husbands, man.
That's right.
Listen, man. It's so crazy that nowadays 5 is a low number nowadays compared to nowadays.
That's on the body count, man.
A body count of 5 nowadays is low compared to well, back then. Well, if you said 5 now, that's low. Whereas a body count now is what? 30,
pushing double figures, man.
45, maybe 60, maybe 60. Some women have been with 60 different men, man. And these women, play that video one more time. And this woman here looks like she's been with over 60 men. She's had over 60 men inside her, man. And look how brave she is to come on the internet. At least
2 of them provide, 2 of them paying all your bills, 2 of them taking you out, 2 of them going on vacations. But the issue is if the woman is sexually active with both, because that's where it gets a bit sticky. But if she's having a good time, then I think it's the best idea. 2 great guys. That's what men do all the time. They have like 5 different women that are all amazing. A woman can love 2 great men at the same time.
Listen, man. And don't listen to these whores. I guarantee you she ain't even got a man. I guarantee you there's no man paying her bills. There's no man taking her out for a good time. There's no man taking her on these vacations that she just mentioned. I guarantee you she ain't getting none of this. Because what you realize is a lot of them talk about stuff that they ain't even getting. Right. A lot of them talk about stuff that they ain't doing and they ain't really getting.
Right.
Ain't no man taking her on no vacation. She don't even look good enough to take her outside of the house.
Why you so cold, Dagobah?
She don't deserve to be able to leave the house, let alone go on vacation. Read that from the quarters on.
Dagobah's cold, you know. Dagobah's cold.
Before we start being shallow, that's the word. Before we start being shallow, read that. Before we start being shallow.
For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now is not thou.
Go up a verse.
Verse 17. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Jesus said unto her, thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands.
Listen, man. Christ weren't afraid to tell a whore she's a whore, man.
That's
right. He weren't afraid to tell a whore she's a whore. Right. He let her know, look, man. You let her know you're a slag, man. In today's terms, yo, you're a slag. In today's terms, man. He goes, yo, you're a whore in today's terms. Go ahead.
For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband.
Listen, man, this man ain't your husband either, man. He's just having casual sex with you along with the other 10 men that are having casual sex with you, man. Go ahead.
In that.
When is your time of the month? This man ain't seeing you, man.
Trust me.
As soon as you say, yeah, it's my time of the month, he turns the car around, man. He does a 3-point turn and goes the other way, man. As soon as you say it's your time of the month, he 3-point turns that car in the middle of the road, man. Handbrake turns that car in the middle of the road. Because he only comes to see you for the sex, man. When you say she tied with the box, he handbrake turns that car, man.
Reversing.
That's what I'm saying. He just reverses back up the road, man. You see,
The white lights. The white reverse lights.
See the reverse camera. That reverse camera comes on when you say you're on your period.
In that said, that was truly.
Actually, drop that one. Give me the next one. The woman caught in adultery. Which one's that one? That one is because. Nah, the one with Christ when they brought the woman to it. We're gonna get one more on this one, and then
in the meantime, big up to everyone in the chat, man. Big up to Ricard, Tasna, Ty. Who else got here, man? We got Ayaza the Wolf there. We got Halba. Sharapar, Nakapaya. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. Share my thing, man. Come on, man. You man want to see a man do good. That one had a bone to pick with it. Don't forget it, man. Salakia. Parakia, Kamala. Big up to everyone, man. Like, share, subscribe, push my thing, put it on all ISUPK social media. Sincere Israel. You know what I mean? Everyone like, share, subscribe, my thing, man. You know what I mean? We're here every Friday, 9 to 11, man. Make sure you're there, man.
subscribe, man.
Like, share, subscribe, man. It's a body show on Saturday, man. Well, you get entertainment here. What do you say? Saturday, man. According to the Lord, Saturday. But anyway, it's a body show where you get entertainment and scriptures, man. Come on, man. Slacky, go on.
It says John chapter 8 and verse 3. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery.
This woman was caught in adultery, caught having sex with a man that's not her husband. Imagine this. They had to catch this woman having sex. These women nowadays just do it freely on the internet. Listen, man, the day's coming when the Lord's going to visit you, man. Back then, if these women was doing these disgusting acts, they knew it was wrong and they would hide. Nowadays, you do it in the open. How dare you come out in the open and say a woman should have two men to do this,
right?
2 men to do that. We have daughters that browse the internet, man. And the last thing we want them is to see this foolishness.
Right.
I read on.
And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in a.
So they went to Christ, they was trying to trick him, but read on.
In the very act.
And she was caught in the very act. Meaning she's probably on all fours, Salakia, the man behind there. And they've just happened to walk past the window. They've probably heard a few noises and walked past the window, walked past the tent, they've zipped up the Salakia, go ahead.
Now Moses in the law commanded
us, go ahead,
that such should be stoned.
Now, such should be stoned. Go ahead. Now, this woman should have been stoned according to the law of Moses. Go ahead.
But what sayest thou?
So they say, what sayest thou? So they was trying to trick him. They was trying to get him to go against the law of Moses. They was trying to get him to go against the law so they could take him and kill him sooner. Or so they could call him a false prophet or whatever. So they was trying to get him to go against all that. Go ahead.
This they said, tempting him.
This they said what?
Tempting him.
So they didn't really care that she was committing adultery. They just used it as an opportunity. Because she's committing adultery, they said, you know what? Let's take her before him and let's see what happens. Go ahead. Let's see what he says.
That they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down.
And he stooped down. Go ahead.
And with his finger wrote on the ground.
So Christ ignored them and just stooped down and continued doing what he was doing. You know when someone's talking and you ignore them because he ain't even got time of day for them. He just ignored them niggas because every day he's battling these Pharisees. Every day he's battling them. So he's just ignored them niggas. Go ahead.
As though he heard them not.
As though what?
As though he heard them.
So he heard them, but he just continued what he was doing like he didn't hear them. Go ahead.
So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself.
So they kept going on, kept asking him, kept nagging him. Go ahead. Like when you come to camp, we ignore you at first, and if you keep going on, we give you 2 minutes of fame. Go ahead.
And said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him cast a stone at her.
So now Christ said, well, whoever's without sin, you throw the first stone, because these Pharisees were sinners also.
That's right.
These Pharisees were sinners also. This leads me to the next thing. Everybody, all these women is saying Kevin Samuel deserved to die. Listen, man. If Kevin Samuel deserves to die, all of us deserve to die, man.
That's right.
Because everybody's been a sinner at some time in their life. Right. Women saying Kevin Samuels deserves to die because of his opinion. Because of his opinion, he deserves to die. That means you deserve to die too,
That's
man.
right. Them whore opinions that you got. So
exactly. You deserve to die too, man. He said, whoever's without sin, let him cast the first stone, man. And tons of people is casting stones, and they're sinners themselves, man. You should do what these Pharisees done and just walk a slocky. Read the rest of it. So you should do what these Pharisees did and just keep it moving, man.
That's right.
Everyone's saying, yeah, Kevin Samuels deserves to die.
He just fucked up, man.
Exactly. Everyone's like, Kevin Samuels deserved to die because his opinions, he hated black women, he hated this, he hated that. That means all these women that hate black men deserve to die also then?
That's right.
Why does it only work one way? If that's the case, what about Wendy Williams, man? What about
That's
Oprah and Jada Pinkett who speak bad about black men all the time?
That's right.
Like Albert said, also in many cases they called him, asked for his opinion.
Exactly.
It's true. Listen, when they ask a man for your opinion, what you get is not always going to be what you want to hear. So lucky, that's how it goes. You get me?
You can't phone the man and ask his opinion and be mad at his opinion. Go ahead, Pazo.
And again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground, and they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one.
And listen, man, if you're saying Kevin Samuels is supposed to die, you need to be convicted by your own conscience, man.
Right.
And understand maybe you deserve to die too then.
That's right.
Maybe you deserve to die too if he deserves to die. Go ahead.
Beginning at the eldest,
Beginning at the what?
Beginning at the eldest,
Beginning at the eldest, man, the wisest one amongst, so-called wisest one amongst them. Go ahead.
even unto the last.
Go ahead.
And Jesus went, Salakia, and Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst.
Go ahead.
Wait, break it down real quick. Break it down real quick. Take that for me.
When Jesus had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers?
He said, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Go ahead.
Have no man condemned there?
He said, Have no man condemned thee? Go ahead.
Okay. She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more.
Listen, Jesus Christ said, Don't be a whole no more.
That's right.
And you sisters have the chance to change your life today.
That's right.
To go and be a whole no more, man.
That's right.
That's what Jesus Christ is basically saying. Go and sin no more. Keep your legs closed and don't be a whole no more, man.
Right.
You can make that decision today to not be a whole.
Right.
You can change your life today. And if you don't want to be a whole no more, the phone number to phone is, what's the phone number?
Also nice.
This number, save this number as how to not be a whole. The number is what?
079-607-46784.
If you don't want to be a whole no more, then must phone what?
079-607-46784.
Phone that number now if you don't want to be a whole no more.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead.
So brother, the question, it goes Ecclesiastes 9:1. It reads, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Oh yeah, basically what that means is don't teach a woman how to hurt you. Like you don't teach a woman, you don't show her your weaknesses. You don't teach her how she can hurt you. Because if you teach her how to hurt you, she's gonna hurt you.
That's
right. Like say for instance, if your woman says, like if your woman says, yo, if we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, I'm gonna leave you. That and then you go and celebrate Valentine's Day, you're teaching her an evil lesson against yourself. Because you're teaching her, okay, then, well, he's scared that I'm going to leave him. So every time I want something done, I'm just going to say, I'm going to leave you. Don't teach her evil lesson against yourself.
Right.
If she says she's going to leave you, you open the door, man.
That's right.
You open the door. Okay, shalom. That's it. She says she's going to leave you. You open the door, man. Don't teach her evil lesson against yourself.
A big evil lesson that man teach their woman to say, if you to ever leave, you'll break my heart. So she's like, okay. I might just threaten him with leaving. Next time I go out the door and he goes, come back, I'm just threatening to leave him. You're teaching her a lesson against yourself.
Right.
Let her leave, man.
Right.
Don't tell her what will bond you. Just let it bond you. She got to know. And let her leave, man. It's like another boss.
I'm saying, man, listen, if you are upset, you just be upset in silence. Don't let her know, man. That's what your brothers is for. You're meant to have these conversations with your brothers. Don't say to her, if you leave me, I don't think I'll ever get over it. I'll be depressed if you was to leave me.
If you take the kids, I could never move on.
Exactly. If you was to leave me, I couldn't go on without you. You complete me. You're my better half. Have you heard that stupid saying? You're my better half. You're my better half. If you was to leave me, I wouldn't be able to go on without you. That's not something you want to do. Because what happens is women know that they're not as physically as strong as you. Like Captain Mashak was teaching us one time. They know. They're going to use their mind. They know, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to break his heart that way. I'm going to break his heart this way. So what they will do is use that evil lesson that you've taught them to break your heart. They will know. You say to them, if you have sex with another man, I don't think I'll leave you, but I'll be hurt. As soon as you say that, she's going to have sex with another man because she knows you're not going to leave her.
That's right.
You should teach her the day you give another man the time of day, me and you are over with, man.
That's right.
You teach her that lesson. You teach her that you're not a pushover, man. Right. Teach her you're not a pushover. You're not some soft man. You're not gonna cry over her. You teach her, yo, if you ever cheat on me with somebody else, I'm just gonna keep it moving, man.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it moving. You say to her, yo, for your best interests, you keep your legs closed because you ain't gonna find another man like me, man. Right. This is what you do. Have some confidence, man.
That's right.
Imagine having a woman and you got no self-confidence. She's gonna cheat on you, man. Right. Have some confidence. Let her know that you're the catch, man. Let her know, yeah, that you think highly of yourself. Don't be moping around thinking, well, this is the best looking woman I've ever had.
She's doing you a favor.
Exactly.
She's doing you a favor. You get me? You're lucky to have this woman now,
I don't deserve it. I've heard men say, I don't deserve it. When a man says that, I'm thinking, damn, you're borderline teaching her even lesson against yourself. Guess what? You're telling yourself you don't deserve her. And then there's a man telling her somewhere that he deserves her. And she's going to go have sex with him, man. So don't teach her even lesson against yourself. Come to ISUP. What's the number again? If you're going to learn
079 607 46784. 079 607 46784. So lucky, man.
If you want to learn how to be arrogant, the phone what?
079 607 46784.
If you want to learn how to have confidence, you phone what?
079 607 46784.
If you want to learn how to be a man, you phone what?
Oh, the number right here, man. Put it here, right here.
That's the number right there. You phone that number just down there. Right. You want some confidence, you phone that number.
That's right.
You want to learn how to not teach a woman the evil lessons against yourself? 079 607 46784.
Come on, man. Phone the phone line, man.
You phone the phone.
Right about now, shit.
You can phone it up.
It's quarter past 10. You know what time it is, man. Nice a lot.
You made a new one for me.
Not yet. Next week.
Okay, cool. This is the Officer Quasar tuning into On the Ends Radio with the Boys segment. You got for me, Officer?
Come on.
Rest in peace, June Brown, EastEnders, Dot Rutter.
Rest in peace, June Brown, EastEnders, Duck Cotton dies at age 95, bro.
Why, sir? It's about time that she died, man. I was wondering when she was gonna die, man.
That's a fuck.
All them cigarettes and them things there. Yeah, man. She must have been eating that good food, man.
Come on.
Dot Rotten. What is it? That Cotton.
That Cotton.
It's about time that she died, man. She's the damn devil of the Bible.
That's right.
Right. We're on the next one.
Quite a cold brother, you know. I swear. Johnny Depp details severed finger incident in court. She threw a vodka bottle at me while filming for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Why, sir? That's what we're saying, man. These female Edomites are the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
We've been talking about black people are wicked, black people are violent. What are white people doing? They're throwing vodka bottles at people, man. And listen, man, this is why we say coming to the ISUPK. Because in the ISUPK, you're going to learn that black people are gentle, man.
That's right.
Black people are loving, man. And we are supposed to rule this earth, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's lucky. Yeah. He says, "Go fish. I'm a proud catfish. Men can say they chew their arm off to get away from me, but fall at my feet after my transformation."
Why, sir? So what the Bible says about these Edomites is true, man. So these Edomites are proud, and this Edomite's proud about deceiving people, man. She's a deceiver, and she's a devil.
That's right.
Man. Look at her, man. Look upon that. Listen, you woke up to that in the morning. Why? You might just kill yourself. You might just end up dead, man. Look at that face, man. Listen, man. They're the devil the Bible speaks of, man. This is why we tell our people, don't be laying up with their oppressor, you know.
That's right.
Because look, you might just wake up to that wildebeest in the morning. This is the Officer Quasar tuning up out of On the Ends Radio with the Boys segment.
Come on, man. Come on. That's the Boys section, man. Slovakia. Man, in America, we loving the Boys, you know. You get me? Quasar, man. But it's smooth anyway. So okay, did you man know that it's voting season and that?
Yeah, some people voting.
So apparently it's voting season, but not the big voting, just a little one in your local areas. And this is what Lynn May was saying about voting. Black man, let me tell you something. Voting according to the Bible is a sin. It's a sin to vote. Don't listen to what any punk saying or any YouTube influencer saying or what any celebrity saying. Voting is a sin. Don't let them fool you, man. And this is what this influencer Lynn May was saying about voting, man. Don't listen to it. It's a luck, yeah.
who to vote for. I know many people say, what is the point of voting? They're all the same. But it's important that we separate national politics from local politics, because local politics is actually where we have the power. Now, I don't understand why people would continuously vote for the same shit politicians if they're not doing their job. We need to start seeing ourselves as the managers of these politicians. And like in any other job, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, what do? You fire them, aka you vote them out. So when it comes to local politics, it doesn't matter about Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem, Green, etc. You look at your local councillors and your MP and you think,
I gotta cut this slut, man. Slut, I gotta cut him, man. Black man, do not vote, man. Voting is bullshit. Excuse my French. It's bullshit, man. Let me tell you something. When I was born, the Prime Minister at the time was John Major. Then later on, it was what? Tony Blair. Then later on, it was what? Theresa May, was it? David Cameron, Theresa May, now Boris Johnson. Guess what? When all these Prime Ministers were in office, guess what? Drugs were still being sold in my neighborhood. Right. Black on black crime still existed. No matter what Prime Minister's in power, our community was always been the bottom. Gordon Brown as well. All these Prime Ministers, all these different Prime Ministers, but yet the same problems in our neighborhoods. Voting does not benefit black people, man. Don't let no stupid influencer fool you. What does she know? All she knows is how to look good and do her hair, man. Have sex with bagger, man. What does she know about politics, man? What does she know about rulership, man? She can't even rule her crack. She's Slovakia. She's Slovakia, man. Slovakia. But the amount of man in there, don't let her fool your head up, man. What does she know? She knows nothing. You know what I mean? It's what the Bible says about voting, black man. We are not allowed to vote, man. If you're a black Hispanic man, it's a sin to vote, man. Christ is our king. We can't vote for no one. Right. We ain't black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. In the time of Christ, what did we voted? And we said what? We have no king but Caesar, man. Right. You know what I mean? Black man, we're not allowed to vote for anyone that ain't Christ, man. Right. And that's in the Bible. We're gonna get it. If you read that Deuteronomy, what? 17 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
And the Bible goes, you want to set a king over you, a ruler over you, an MP, a PM, a councillor, a prime minister. This is the type of man you will set over you, done?
Whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
So the first thing, the Lord will choose him. The Lord didn't choose no Gordon Brown, man. The Lord didn't choose no John Major. Damn near didn't choose. I know he didn't choose Theresa May.
That's right.
Who saw Theresa May dancing? Theresa May was doing a robot, man. This shit was it's lucky down the bar. Take over. I gotta show you the dance real quick, man. It's lucky, man.
Read on as well. One from among thy brethren.
One from what?
Among thy brethren.
And the thing is this, these people that you're putting in charge, they're not from among your brethren, man.
That's right.
What you're doing is you're just electing another slave master.
That's right.
You're just putting someone else to rule over you who's not of your people. They're in office for their people, man.
Right.
And guess what? The Lord gave you an office to put your people in, man. The Lord said you should choose one from amongst your brethren. And none of these people are of our brethren. And furthermore, you see the people from amongst our brethren that you're supposed to choose. The people from amongst our brethren that you're supposed to choose has to be someone that serves the Lord, man.
That's
so
right.
you couldn't even vote for any black man. It would have to be somebody that serves the Lord, meaning you would have to put someone from the ISUPK in office.
That's right.
Like you couldn't just put a regular black man in office, because if you put a regular black man in office, you're probably going to vote for someone like that lunatic that we had in class on Wednesday, man. Right. You're going to put him in office, and the first thing he's going to do is legalize weed and cannabis, and everyone's going to be high, man. You can't just put any black man in office. Read on.
Shall thou set king over thee?
That's lucky, man. It's lucky. The Lord didn't choose this. The bitch can't even dance, man. Who does the robot in 2021, man? The Lord didn't choose this, man. Can't even doing the robot dance, man. Nurse to the robot dance. Let me get the next one. So like, carry on.
Thou mayest not set a stranger.
Thou mayest what?
Not set a stranger.
And when you go to the voting booth, you set a stranger, man. The thing is this. Before Christ returns, what did he say? We have to have a falling away from the white man first, man.
That's right.
And we ain't falling away from him if we're voting for him. Right. If we putting him in office, we ain't falling away from this white man. We getting closer to him.
Right.
Christ said, in the scriptures it says, there must come a falling away first. Meaning we need to understand that this man is the devil. The Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Until we understand that, Christ ain't going to return, man.
Right.
Because there has to come a falling away first. Meaning we have to fall out of love with this devil, man.
That's right.
What's it going to take for us to fall out of love with him? More killing, more of them slaughtering us, more of them enslaving us. Like the horrible condition, like the condition ain't horrible enough. It seems like the condition has to become more horrible in order to get us to fall away from this devil. Read on.
Thou mayest not set a stranger.
Thou mayest not set a stranger. And this dummy dancing right here is a stranger, man.
That's right.
What country is she in?
Zambia, some shit.
Zambia, them dirty Africans are lucky. Them Hamites is strangers too, man.
Right.
Talking about Nelson Mandela was good for black people. Nelson Mandela ain't a black man, man.
That's right.
He's an African man. He ain't a black man. He ain't one of our people either.
Right.
We need to stop following all of them and stop loving all of them, really.
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee.
Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee. And Africans are strangers. White people are strangers. Pakistanis are strangers. Indians are strangers. All of them are strangers. They shouldn't be ruling over you. You go into the voting booth and to the polling station and handing in a letter saying, I vote for this because this is going to change. Nothing's going to change.
That's right.
Nothing is going to change at all. And you've been voting for years and nothing has changed. Listen, if we closed our eyes and realized the amount of different parties we've been on there, what's changed for us?
Nothing. Listen, low income housing, council estates. Council estates was there when John Major was there. Council estates was there when Tony Blair was there. Council was there when this dancing idiot was here. And it's here now, man, under Boris Johnson, man.
That's right.
Because voting don't help us. Don't listen to no Instagram model, man. Some influencer. What does she know? But we gotta vote for this and that. Listen, what would she know, man? What would she know?
What does Lin May know about politics?
Lin May knows about weave, man.
Politics,
and the best yaki and the best makeup, man. And the best sex positions. What would she know about how to lead black people? What would she know, man? She knows what dress to put on and how to look good, man. You leave the rulership to the men of the UPK, man.
The only thing I'm voting for is to get her off the internet, man.
That's right.
The day someone says come to a voting poll to shut down Lin May's Instagram, I'm gonna vote, man. That's the next time I'm gonna vote. Because we need her off the internet, man. Lin May, don't you think she's got an opinion on everything?
Well, listen.
Everything.
Listen, man.
Quiet, Lin May, man. I'm sick of you now, man.
There
you go. Has she got a man? Probably not.
I wouldn't know. How I know?
Oh yeah, she's probably got 5. Who knows? Probably got 5 or 6. But which celebrity has she been with?
Not that I know.
All she does is runs her mouth.
Tion Wayne. They won't be with Tion Wayne now.
Yeah. All she does is runs her mouth. Listen, man, Lin May, I'm tired of hearing you, man.
Her and ZZ Mills, man, chat too much.
Yeah, man. All they do is talk, man. That's what they need to do, man.
Lucky,
what
man.
they need to do is phone in, man. They need to phone in. So we can teach them how to shut their mouth, man. Phone in 079 607 46784, man.
Come on.
Lin May, I know you're watching. You phone in 079 607 46784. Finally, they're going to meet some men that ain't afraid of their mouth, man. Listen.
They wouldn't have quite number, man. So lucky.
The thing is, you know what? It's funny.
But honestly, after Wednesday, I'm done with these nuts, man. After Wednesday, I can't do it. I can't do one more crazy, but I swear I'm gonna go crazy. You have me in council. I'm gonna snap on somebody. Don't. If you're not here, do not call 079 607 474. Don't call that number, man. I can't deal. Man.
Right. There's just no logic in what they're saying.
Can't, man. Any man talking about you've been to another round and never left hands with, but you've been to another round. Never left hands with, but you've been to another round. We can't talk, man.
Been to another round, man. These times.
That round will see us. It was the mental one. That round was a mental one.
And you know what's mad as well? The car the nigga pulled up and barely started. The hell was turning the engine. The nigga trying to start the car. The car didn't even start when he was trying to start.
They pushed that.
Can't remember just shut the door, left him trying to start his engine. I don't even know if the car even started. I went to no next round. Don't let them lie to you, man. The engine didn't even start on the car. Right, I went to the next round. Listen, that nigga's a lunatic.
Let me go to the next round. So like, moving on. Let's go back to the 90s, yeah?
Yeah, the awesome. Okay. What is
it? It was spark plugs. These spark plugs. Listen, we're going back to the 90s, the 80s, yeah? When Jamaicans and Africans was at odds, you get me?
So back in your days, yeah, there was a big divide between Africans and Jamaicans. Why? What was the beef about?
Well, I think it's because it's different culture. And I think some of the Africans are more rougher than Jamaicans.
But I think you're both similar. It's like you're both looking in the mirror. That's why you probably argue so much.
No. the Africans are more rougher because, for instance, when I was in hospital having you, this nurse came in the room and I was stretching out for help. And she just stood there like this. And she didn't come and help me. And for instance, my mom told me when she was working in a factory in the 60s, there was a lot of Africans and Jamaicans. And one time they had a fight. And the African woman bite out the Jamaican woman's jaw. And she spat it out. She bite it and spit it out.
Really?
Yes.
So how do you feel about Africans now? Like, is your ignorance dropped?
Well, the younger ones, oh, they're lovely. Like your friends that come to the house, they're lovely.
Oh.
And manageable.
Okay.
Yeah. They're more smoother than the older African people.
Oh, okay. So it's all good now, yeah?
Yeah.
And listen, back in the 90s, man, there's a big calm down now, but the big team with Africans and Jamaicans, man. And the problem, see, this brother called it ignorance. It's not ignorance. We are not African.
Right.
And that's the reason why it was at odds. Nations are always at odds. When we came to the UK, the white men hated us. Why? Because nations hate other nations.
Right.
And Africans hate Jamaicans. Why? Because we're not the same people, man. This woman said that African man bit a man's jaw, man. That sounds pretty African to me.
That's right.
These are the same man that eat bush meat, man.
Right.
The same people that eat each other, the same people that kill Joy Morgan, man.
Right.
That sounds pretty normal to me. That sounds like African behavior to me, man. Give me the Zondervan Bible dictionary about Ham. Ham is the father of all the Africans. This is what the Bible says about Ham. Read.
This is the Zondervan Bible dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
And Ham is the youngest son of Noah. Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Sham, and Japheth. And Ham was the youngest son out of all 3 of them sons. Read.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
And he was born about 96 years before the flood. The scholars don't know the exact date, but they know it's about 96 years. Keep reading.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
And it's one of 8 persons to live through the flood. Remember, it was Ham, Sham, Japheth, Noah, and their wives. That makes 8, man. Keep reading.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
And he became the progenitor, the father of the dark races. We done?
Not the Negro.
Not the who?
Not the Negro.
So Ham was the father of the dark races, but not the Negro, man.
That's right.
Who the Negroes? In slavery, they called us the Negroes.
Right.
So Ham is the father of the dark races, but not us, man.
That's right.
The Negroes are the ones that were in slavery, not the father of us, man. We are different people, man. Just because we might share the same skin complexion, man, we are not the same people. I don't care how much girls like, what's his name? Anthony Joshua, man. I don't care how good he can bust, man. We're not the same people. I don't care how much girls love Tion Wayne, man.
Right.
We ain't the same people, man. And that's why they've been biting people's jaws, man, because they're cannibals, man. So like a long boy.
And they're definitely not us, man. And the thing is, back then, we knew it. The reason why this son is basically saying his African friends and the cool and this and that is because his grew up when everyone's trying to come together, man. His grew up when all nations is trying to come together, whereas back then, no nation was trying to come together. So his mom understands. Was that his mom or his grandma?
His mom, because she goes, well, giving birth to you.
Yeah. So back then they understood that.
Yeah, it's suckers straight up to the right.
Yeah,
left.
So they understood that we're not the same nation. Nowadays, yeah, people just think, yeah, we're all black and we're all the same. When we're not the same, man. Because I'm telling you go to Africa, they'll let you know you're not the same.
That's right.
There's tons of people that go to Gambia. Listen, ask them Rastafarians in Ethiopia, man. They learned the hard way. They went there, thought they had a house built. Them Africans built a road through their house, man. Them Ethiopians knocked their house down. Them Ethiopians don't let them get good jobs, man. And they went back there on some thinking, yeah, this is the motherland, and Selassie's provided this part of the land for us. Listen, man, Selassie knew that you wasn't African so much that what? He gave you a little part of the land and said, no, you can't go anywhere in Ethiopia, just go here. He just gave you a little plot, man. All this back to Africa movement that Marcus Garvey was doing, you're going back to a place where you're not welcome, man. They'll just let you come back there. Why? Because there's money to be made. They let you come back there because there's money to be made, but really there's no place for you going back to Africa. The same oppression you experience in England is the same that they're experiencing in Africa, right, man. How do we know we know people that's moved back to Africa? Well, not back, moved to Africa. We know people that's moved to Africa And it ain't going too well for them, man. What happens? They move to Ethiopia, the motherland. And then what happens? You see them walking up and down Saw Road 3 years later, man. And you say, well, damn, I thought you moved to Ethiopia. Listen, it happens all the time, man. Ethiopia is not your motherland, and you and Africans ain't the same, man. And you moving to Africa thinking it's the motherland, the Lord ain't going to bless it. Because the Lord don't want you to move there, man. You know what happened as well? Most of the people that moved back to Liberia, this is facts. Most of the people that went back to Liberia, you know that most of them died from malaria, right? Most of them, like 2/3 of them died from malaria, man. 2/3 of them. The ones that went back to Africa, most of them was dropping dead from diseases. You can research it, man. Read any history book about it. It will let you know that 2/3 of them, almost all of them, within 10 years as well. Most of them dropped dead within 10 years, man. The ones that went back to Liberia and them places.
I'll take my chance with coronavirus, man. I'll take my chances with COVID-19. Fuck that.
I'll take my chances in England, me.
I'll take my chances in England, Slovakia, NHS.
Malaria in Africa, man.
There was some man, a couple of men went to Ethiopia, you get me? And on the beach, they threw their passports away, like, yeah, we're home. You get me? We give them a week, the man on the same beach digging up their passport, man. Trying to find that passport, man. You get me? Listen, you don't want to go to Africa, man. You get me? Let me see what else I got, man. Sure. Give me 2 seconds.
Boy, girl. Let me see you put on the more in me. Hey, girl, if you put on one more ear in me head again. Me say, left me hard, boy, you put on. Nobody play me.
So cut them out there?
Right, no.
And you can't cut out the girl here, she just too bad, man.
She a big man, she a little pitney dog. I want to you a natural here, she for rap, brother. I want to that with them life I move too fast and them nasty and everything them tip on Instagram. Them just a follow youth.
But I hear dear dog, you can't cut out this so dog.
Dear, whoa. When a business dog, them know see how them live in normal life like everybody else youth. I want to tell me nothing, dog.
Man, really, I cut them out, dog.
Right,
what
no,
this year? She must.
Yo, it's cold, man. So this woman, this little girl put weave in her hair, and her dad ain't for weave. If you for weave, you for weave. If you're not for weave, you're not for weave. Who cares? It's not a sin. It's your personal thing. But this dad saying, listen, no weave in my house, and it's cutting the weave out. What you man saying about that? Is that wrong?
No. If you don't want his daughter to have weave, he's her father, so I'd say, yo, whatever he wants. If you don't want her to have weave, and maybe just doesn't want his daughter to grow up too fast.
That's right.
Because what you find is with the internet now, obviously you got kids, young kids that want to put on makeup and do all the nails and the hair on. Maybe he don't want his daughter to grow up too fast.
Right.
Because he's a man. Sometimes you need a man's opinion, man.
Right.
Sometimes, as a woman, you need to go get the father of your child's opinion. How do you feel if our daughter has this, if our daughter has that? Because you don't see things how a father sees things. Like, as a mom, you think, okay, dressing my daughter in little shorts, yeah, it's cute. But as a man, you see it as, why is my daughter dressed like this?
That's right.
I know how boys think. I know how men think. I don't want my daughter perceived in that way. So sometimes you have to listen to that father, man. Sometimes listen to the father because what he's saying is...
It's not going to cut you. It's his rules. If a father wants in before 9, 7, 6, it's his rules, man.
Right.
And this man don't want his daughter with weave. And he knows, he's like, why does young girl want weave for, man?
Right.
You're young, your focus should be in your school books, man. So he's like, why you wearing weave for? Like, and you're a young girl, why does a young girl want to look pretty for, man? This ain't pretty time, man. This is just do your school book thing, do your work thing. So he's pissed like, listen, I don't know why you want the 64. So they cut out the weave, yes, man. He ain't happy with that, man. He play it one more time. It's like, give me Ecclesiasticus 42:9.
In his mind, it's like, yo, where's she learning this? Like, obviously she's learned. Clearly she's learned from someone. Hey, put weave in.
So
she's learned it from someone.
Apocryphal, like, yeah.
She's learned it from someone. Put weave in. Do this, do that.
One there, and there's one there.
She's learned it from someone.
It's blue.
So what it is, you don't want your daughters to grow up too fast, man. Like, your daughters, let them be children, man, for as long as possible. Let them be children. Because what happens after weave, then it turns into something else. Lipstick, high heels, short dresses, short skirts. This man is nipping it in the bud from now. Now, women will see this and be like, oh, it's cruel. Why is he doing this? He's doing this because he loves his daughter, man. He loves his daughter and he doesn't want her to be over-sexualized, man. Like how other people's daughters that he's seen. He's saying, yo, my daughter has a father and I'm calling the shots and she ain't going to be. getting away with what other people's daughters get away with,
That's
man.
right.
And you can't even wrong him. Obviously, the only thing is he just shouldn't have done it on camera. Like, he could have, done it in the house more discreet instead of embarrassing the little girl. What you do is you take it out. She's got it in. Okay.
49.9.
This is what you do. She's got it in. You take her to the house and you do it in the house. You don't do it over the internet for someone like me who's all the way in England to see. Imagine this is in Jamaica.
And look, England. You know what's sad? The world sees this and look at him. Look at this horrible man. This is a good father.
Exactly.
This, regardless of what you think about weed, this is a man that cares about his daughter.
Right.
You can see the concern on his face. Like, listen, I don't want this, that. He really wants to make sure his daughter ain't no whore. He's concerned. Some fathers ain't even there. They're not around. You can't find. This is a man that cares, regardless of if weed is wrong or right, which is not a sin. This is a man that actually cares about his daughter.
Right.
And in the eyes of the public, he's a horrible person. He's an evil dad. He's a killjoy. He don't want his daughter to live. Look, I'll put it on for you one more time.
Boy, girl. Let me see you put on the more in me. Hey, girl, if you put on one more ear in me head again. Me say, left me hard, boy, you put on.
So I cut them out there?
Right, no.
And you can't cut out the girl here, she just do bad, man.
She a big man, she a little pitney dog. I want to a natural she for rap, brother. I want to that with them life I move too fast and them nonsense and everything them tip on Instagram. Them just a follow youth.
But I hear dear dog, you can't cut out this so dog.
Dear, whoa. When a business dog, them know see how them live in normal life like.
Look at that, man. The man said the hair's dear, the hair's expensive. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? This is a man that don't care about money. He's concerned about his daughter not being a whore. Right. He's concerned about his daughter not talking about she can love two, man. Right. He's concerned about his daughter not being a whore with the crack of her breast. Now, he don't give a damn about how much the weave costs, man. That's a good dad there. But guess what? Like what Upright said, man. So in England, what? The mumble called the police on that dad, man. The whole world looks at him, look at his horrible, overprotective man. This is the man that loves his daughter, man. So like, if you read that in Ecclesiasticus, Baba Kushar.
Ecclesiasticus.
Nice and loud. 42 and 9.
42 and 9?
Go on.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth.
The Bible goes, the father waketh for his daughter when no man knoweth. Meaning when everyone's sleeping, the father's concerned about his daughter, man.
Right.
This is a scripture talking about a good dad. And this man right here, I don't know everything about him. This is a man that cares about his daughter, man. Some men don't give a damn what their daughters are doing. Right. They ain't concerned. They got spliff in their mouths, drinking, partying. This is a man that cares about what his daughter's doing, man. He goes, nah, man, she's too follow, man. She's too follow fashion. She's growing up too quick. He wants her to play with dolls, man. He wants to have them bubbles in the hair. Don't worry about them bubbles. Then the girls have the dice. The dice and the green balls in the hair. What else the girls have, man? He wants them to have that, man. What's the weave for, man? The weave is that sexy stuff that Beyonce has, man. Your daughter, she's a girl. Your daughter's a little girl, so she got no business being sexy, man. Right. She got no business having what Beyonce has in her hair. Because she's a girl, man. She's playing with dolls, man. And her father wakes up at night time and everyone's sleeping. We done?
So like, yeah. And the care for her.
And the care for who?
And the care for her.
And the care for that girl. This man cares for his daughter, man. He actually gives a damn. So the problem is you think he's a bad dad. You know why? Because you're used to men not caring about their daughter, man.
Right.
You feel a good dad is a man that ain't there because you ain't seen a good dad before. So when you do see a good dad, oh my God, he's controlling. Oh my God, he's insecure. Oh my God, he's horrible. That's a good dad right there, man. So lucky, man. And if your dad was a dad like him, then you wouldn't be the whore you are, man. So lucky. Right. If your dad cared for you like how he cared for his daughter, guess what? You probably would have had a childhood and a man teach you not become a whore, man. But you didn't have it, dad. And that's why you got 10 baby fathers.
Right.
You're running around talking about, I can have 2 men at one time. I love them both. You lost. Talking about men, women should vote for this and that person. Lost, man. Well, all you needed was a man that cared for you, man. Yeah, and a good man, a real that cares for his daughters, man. He's losing sleep, man. He's looking at her shape saying, hold on. That's a bit too revealing, You might want to put on something more baggy, man. Once again, where you going with that? No, shit, wearing that. That's a good dad, man. But the problem is that blacks, Hispanics, we don't know what good dads are, man. Keep it. A good dad to us. You know what a good dad is, Dagobah? A dad that buys you the weave. A dad that buys you the Birkin bag. You know Fredo got kids. And Nines, the rapper, got kids. And Nines is a good dad. You know why he's a good dad? Because he buys his daughter a Rolex, man. Nines got a bar. He goes, my daughter had her first Rolex when she was 3. That's a good dad right there. Fredo Biz said that his baby mum loves him. They're not even together no more, but his baby mum loves him. When have you ever heard a baby mum that loves any other baby fathers? His baby mum loves him. Why? Because he dresses his children in drip, man. And that's a good father in 2021, man. 2022, Slovakia. Not a man that actually cares for his kids, man.
Right.
Keep it in.
And the care for her, take it away sleep.
And they care for her, take away sleep. Man, this man loses sleep because he's too busy wondering what she's doing, wondering what she's putting in her hair, wondering how she's behaving, wondering how she's acting. It's lucky, man. In my opinion, this man's a good man, man. It's lucky, man.
And you know what's mad about it? Growing up in her young years, she's not gonna like her dad because he's strict and disciplined and all that. But as she gets older, she's gonna appreciate her father, man. When she sees what her friends go through, when she sees that her friends is having multiple abortions and multiple men break their hearts and having no father in the house and no protection and they're being abused and all of these things, this girl is gonna appreciate her father, man. She's gonna go look at her father and she's gonna be like, oh, you see what this girl's going through? That's what my father was saving me from. Usually what your parents save you from, you don't realize it until later on in life.
That's
man.
right.
Until you have your own children. Growing up, my father was strict, man. We weren't even allowed to play outside the front of the house. He was that strict.
Too far.
This nigga was strict. So obviously, because we lived with my mom, when we used to see his car come around the corner, he used to run the house, hide and shit, make out like we was playing around the back. And there were certain things that we couldn't do that everybody else could do. Like everybody else could stay outside till 11 o'clock at night. With us, we had to be in the house by 6 o'clock. And as you get older, you realize why your parents do these things. Right. And you don't appreciate it until you get older. So this girl right here, once she's a bit older, she'll appreciate everything that her father's done for her, man. Right. She'll understand she had a good father that wanted to raise her the right way. Whereas her friends that have weave and all these things, I guarantee they have no father in their life, man. These ones that can walk around in short skirts, they have no father in their life.
That's right.
Because no father's going to be there and let his daughter walk around in a short skirt, man. Unless other boys are weirdo. Unless it's a weirdo. But chances are, what she's seeing is the other girls her age who's from single-parent households or whose father's not in their life and their mum thinks it's a beauty contest. Because you leave it up to women, that's what they think it is.
It's all about clothes. Yeah. It looks cute, though. It looks cute, though.
Beauty contest. Leave it up to women, it's all about the best weaves, the best outfit, and it's a beauty contest. You leave it up to a man. A man wants his daughter to be raised right. A man will teach his daughter how to cook, man. Listen, when we was growing up, this is when the chicken came with, you had to burn the hair off the chicken on the stove.
Oh, shit, I said in a while, You
remember that?
Yeah, I remember this. The hair in it.
Nowadays, you don't even need to do that no more. I'm sure.
Now it comes quite already.
Listen, growing up in my days, man, back then you had to take the black rice out. Now the rice don't even come with the black rice in there, does it?
That's already picked out.
See, it's already picked out. Listen, man, growing up in my days, that's how it was. You had to hold the chicken and burn the hairs on the stove. You had to pick the black rice out of the thing. That's how it was when I was growing up, whereas some people never ever done that. And then guess what? Those people that didn't have to do that, nowadays they're ordering takeaway every single day, man. Right. They didn't learn no life skills. They didn't learn how to cook. You see, during the lockdown, there was on Just Eat every single day, man. I'm seeing the Just Eat bicycle rider coming every single day, man. Right. I'm seeing him
trying some massive shit.
He's coming around on that bike, delivering the food every single day. Why? Because they didn't learn life skills when they was younger, man.
Big carbs and that, man, riding it every day.
Teach your children life skills, man. This is something we learn young, how to cook, how to clean, all of these things, man. Whereas, so when pandemics come, we ain't bothered, man. The whole world is scared buying frozen food. Listen, man, we make our seasonings from scratch, man. So lucky I make my seasonings from. I can't even give you the ingredients.
So lucky I don't. Just a jerk. No, the only one that you make from scratch is jerk, man. So lucky. One of my ribs got a jerk sauce. You get me? I can't even discuss it with man. I'm being serious. You get me? I keep it a secret. I'm not gonna bust it. You get me? It's a blend. It's a nice blend and that. My dogs. I might tell you the kingdom still. Nice a blend. You get me?
I got a green seasoning from scratch.
I won't tell him. How about shout out? You know what I'm talking about. Bad jet thingy.
I got a green seasoning.
Nah, man.
I'm talking about you blend up your spring onions.
I can't tell you. But one of my ribs got a recipe, man. She all blend. She all blend the time. You get me? But I can't tell you, man.
I've got a few recipes as well. Get me cockers all
All my ribs are top chefs, man.
Sleeping on me.
You get me? And I can't be bossing their business, but listen, man, come on, man.
Recipes. When I'm in the kitchen, no one else is allowed in the kitchen.
See, girls, in the summer they can what? Get the pattern. Nah, man. No one's getting it, man. They can taste it, but they can't get it, man.
Listen, but you know what we need to do in the UPK? Listen, you know what we need to do, as well? Our couples come dine with me then.
Alright, come on then.
We gotta do a couples come dine with me then. And I'm winning that shit. We gotta do a couples come dine with me, yeah? Everyone in the UPK.
But I'm at one-on-one though. I'm married to quite a few. You get me? So
listen, don't worry, you can do it with each of them. So lucky.
Alright, safe. Come on, you died 2 times.
Listen, we gotta do a couples come dine with me in the UPK. That's what we need to do. A couples one. Listen, whenever you want to do it, arrange a date. We all do the couples come dine with me.
You know what? I think I'm gonna win. You know.
You think? Listen, we can do it. You know about come dine with me, yes?
I know about Gordon Ramsay.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be licking your fingers holding up the board saying 10 when it comes to me. You're going to be licking your fingers giving me 10s across the board.
Nah, but shout out to all sisters in the UPK. That's fire cooks, you know.
All of them, you know.
All of them. So shout out to all the sisters in the UPK.
All of them.
You get me? So far. Everyone's in America, man. And who tasted that bread with cheese in there?
Bread with cheese in there?
Who tasted the bread with honey? A sister put hot. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It tastes better than pizza. Yo, do you taste the cheese inside the bread potters? It tastes better than the margarita pizza, you know.
Come on, boy.
Fine.
Alright, Rakal. Alright, cool. So Rakal, Parasha. I'm gonna be in there 3-4 times. You get me? Come on, know about me.
Listen, we arrange it. Our couples come down with me. We do like a fundraiser then. Couples come down with me. Obviously, it's not just the food, it's the scene as well. So we're gonna do it how they do it. Everyone goes around to everyone's house.
Safe.
The dinner's cooked. We arrange it.
Good with the grand, yeah.
Listen, I'm winning.
But talk about, I feel like say you're gonna. Alright, be honest, shit. Who's better? You know, let me put you out there. Fuck it. Who's better? You or your rib?
At what?
At cooking.
I taught her how to cook. So
nah,
I taught her how to cook.
I feel like she's gonna be pulling you, you know.
Nah.
Holding you up.
Listen, I got it. Trust me. You see what it is? We both make different things. So certain things that she specializes in, I don't really make it because she specializes in it. Then what I specialize in, she don't make it because I specialize in it. So we kind of got our lane where if she makes it better, she'll make it. If I make something better, I'll make it. You know, like that. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna try and make something I know she makes better than me.
So who's better at the British stuff?
The British stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, hell, because I was born in Jamaica. Right?
So,
I was born in Jamaica. Right? So you.
So who?
I was born in Tivoli.
So you specialize in the yard shit more.
Yeah, because I was born in Jamaica.
So you couldn't fuck about spag bowl?
Nah, I can't do it. She does. I can't do that.
Really?
So I wouldn't know where to start with spag bowl.
Spag bowl slaps, man. And what British shit do you eat?
I don't really, probably not much.
You don't do lasagna?
See, I wouldn't know how to make those things. Not at all. She knows how to make them, but I don't know how to make them.
You know, innit?
Yeah.
Slaps still. Alright, cool.
But I'm not really a fan of spag bowl like that.
She goes cough. Now spag bowl slap. Hey, come on, so you put spag bowl?
Yeah, man.
Come on, there you go, lasagna.
You put cheese on it as well?
Yes, cheese goes right in the middle. You got the spag bowl, the meat, and then there's cheese right in the middle.
No, I don't really like it.
You don't dig the fork in and twist the fork, son. Come on, man.
One is I don't like pasta like that as well.
But what British food do you eat then?
British food.
Like mash? Like shepherd's pie?
Not really, you know.
You like shepherd's pie? Like shepherd's pie?
Yeah, man.
Like cottage pie? Come on, cause I'm a dog, you know.
It's not that I don't like it, it's just that those kind of foods like lasagna that don't really interest me. I have it, but
I can't eat yard food all the time. I can't do it.
You have to switch up the things sometimes.
Nah, man.
You might not eat potato
faces.
You might not eat potato faces.
Yeah.
How fucking you just potato faces old boy.
Imagine a hard day's graft at work and you come home and you see spag bowl.
Spag bowl slaps.
I'll probably throw the plate up the wall. I'll throw the plate up the wall. I'm telling you, like, oh, I hate spag bowl. Nah, that's
don't know about lamb pie then.
Never tried it in my life.
Lamb pie.
What's that?
Show.
What is it?
Lamb pie, brother.
Is it about shepherd's pie? Shepherd's pie is lamb pie. You know about shepherd's pie is lamb pie?
A man goes lamb pie.
Lamb pie.
It's called shepherd's pie because it's
sheep. You made up a new name, you know. I'm thinking that.
A man just made up a own name. It's called shepherd's pie. Come on.
It's a lamb pie.
It's a different texture.
Same thing, man. Come on, man.
Which one's better, shepherd's pie or cottage pie?
I say shepherd can't fuck with lamb. Lamb is just
I must have one beef.
I want beef. Yeah. Come on, man. You don't know about rice and salad cream in it?
Nah, I don't really. I'm not a fan
You
of
don't
salad
salad cream? Oh, you wanna lack him? Like salad cream.
I'm not a fan of salad cream. I'll go for the set up though.
Listen, we get there, man. Remember the last video for we got, man, car. Yeah, shout out to Big Matthew back. Come on. Matthew, come on. Shepherd's pie not slap. Come on, let's move forward.
Actually, you know what I like?
I'm not fearing rejection. I'm very big on like approaching a guy if I like you. I might not come up to you directly and grab you, you know, but I will give you like 1-2 looks, and if you're still not getting that, I might have to tap you on the shoulder. Like I'm very big on if I'm interested in you, I need you to know, and we can go from there. And I don't fear that thing of like a guy turning around to me and telling me, oh yeah, I'm not interested. I don't. Okay, next.
That you actually
like I will find somebody next.
Yeah, you
and
actually
we'll go
okay,
again.
yeah.
Like, we'll go again.
So hold on. Is it wrong for a woman to shoot a shot? This woman's here saying she likes you, she'll tell you. See, women got on this thing like, oh, I like him, but I'm gonna keep quiet. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm waiting for him to make that approach. This is the here saying, I like you, nigga, you're gonna know. I'm gonna tap on the shoulder, I'm gonna let you know. Like, is she wrong? Go on, Quasar. What do you think?
And I think it's better nowadays, you know, because if man do it, it's classified as harassment nowadays.
Calm.
So it's better for man to keep their mouth shut and then women just to choose if they like them. Then you like approach the man in it, because it's dangerous for man nowadays.
Trust me. To also made it hard for all men. It's like what you're saying. Is it wrong or frowned upon for a woman to shoot a shot? You see that women see as if you gotta shoot your shot, you're not sexy enough. For you to make the first move, come on, you're obviously sexy enough. You know what I mean? This woman look good, and she's saying, listen, she's like, I'll let you know if I fancy it, man. You know what you're saying?
Shoot your shot, man. If there's a man you like, you go and get that, man.
That's right.
Shoot your shot, man. Because maybe you might notice me and I don't notice you until you come and shoot your shot. Right. I probably don't know she exists until she shoots her shot.
Give Isaiah to me. If we see
which one?
7 women, man, shooting their shot, man. The man broke it up the cupboard. He broke it up the cupboard.
But yeah, man. Shoot your shot, man. Obviously, shooting your shot, there's nothing wrong with it. If there's a man you like, feel free to tell him, man. Feel free to tell him. Don't hide it. Maybe you might miss out on a good man because, you ain't told him. Obviously, you let these other women tell you, you shouldn't shoot your shot. Secretly, guess what? These other women is shooting their shot, man.
Right.
Because listen, how do I know? I have a DM. So I have a DM.
This nigga, talk about.
I have a DM.
Fuck yeah.
I have a DMs, and some of these women is telling you, I would never shoot my shot with a man. What is all? I've got them in. I've got them in messaging in my DMs in the inbox, and their messages still. I've left it on red. Exactly. So don't let them lie to you. They're all shooting their shots secretly, man.
Listen, ain't no shooting shots, man. There's shooting shots in the Bible, man. Exactly. What, I'll break it down for them. Go on, give it Isaiah 3:16, is it? Which one? 3:14. But we eat our own bread, man.
Isaiah 4:1.
We'll give Isaiah 4:1, man. Go on down. We'll break it down for them, man. So lucky, man.
Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come on, what's that, man? What's on the sabotage thing? A woman shoot the shots in the Bible. Ain't that wrong with it? And they said, if you don't shoot your shot, another girl would, man.
Exactly.
What if the whores are doing in the spandex, in the man section, in the gym? They're shooting their shot, man.
Exactly.
Like a man shoot. Don't let no one fool you and say, nah, don't shoot your shot, man. It's his job, blah, blah, blah. Listen, man. If you want to shoot your shot, man.
Like something you don't get it.
Don't get it, man. So lucky,
man.
man.
Anything in life, if you want it, you have to go and get it, man.
That's right.
What are you going to do? Just wait thinking it's going to come. Listen, what happens when you want a job? You go and get the job,
That's
man.
right.
What happens when you want a car? You go and get the car. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Don't think when it comes to a man, it means I can slack and just wait on him. When you want a job, you don't just wait on the job. You go hand out CVs and all of them.
And what's about slack?
Hand out your CV.
There you go. So like in the UPK, women shoot their shot, man.
Exactly.
It's called putting in your request, man.
Exactly.
So suck it out, good boy. Rock it down.
Your request, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. Shall take hold of one man.
This is women shooting their shot, man. Taking hold of one man. Go ahead.
Saying, we will eat our own bread.
Saying what?
We will eat our own bread.
They're saying, yo, listen, man, we're going to provide for ourselves. We're not with you for the money and none of this stuff. We ain't with you because you got the big car and the Range Rover. Saying we'll eat our own bread, man, meaning, yo, we ain't with you for the money or whatnot. Go ahead.
And wear our own apparel.
What? And what?
And wear our own apparel.
You don't need to buy me no dress or none of those stuff. We're gonna eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Right.
But they want you, man. They're shooting their shot with you because read on.
And they're having them those.
Exactly.
Only let us be called.
Only what?
Only let us be called.
They're asking, man. They said, oh, they're saying we'll do all of this. We'll be in order. We'll fall in line. All we want in return is what?
Only let us be called.
Only what?
Only let us be called.
These women ain't asking for much. All they want is to let us be called. They ain't asking for a car and a Birkin bag. What did they say that we'll come to you if you give us a Birkin bag?
Only let us be called.
Huh? What the what is what?
Only let us be called.
These sisters is humble, man. They said only let us be called, man. They ain't saying they want a Birkin bag. They ain't saying they want a Gucci dress. They ain't saying they want a watch and an expensive car. But this is what they are asking for, boy.
Only let us be called by thy name.
Now listen, man. I'm gonna say, well, link my arm and walk with me, then, man.
That's
Come to me and say that.
Shoot your shot, man.
You shoot your shot, and you can maybe link arms with me one day, man. So
Right.
What do you want?
Only let us be called by thy name.
So this is what you do. You go to the camp leader. You go to Captain Parasha, and you say, only let us be called by whichever officer's name you want.
Right.
You say, Salakia, sir. You say, Salakia, Captain Parasha. I'm interested in a brother in your camp.
We go deep.
I don't know about that one. So. I don't know about.
I'm talking about quarters out. I'm talking about quarters out. Hey, I'm talking about quarters out. You know, I'm talking. Are you talking about you? No, I'm about quarters out, man. Chill, man.
Quarters out can happen.
Quarters out, like quarters out, man. It's a lot, yeah. I'm about quarters out, you know.
I'm retired. I'm off limits.
Quarters out. Quarters I'm talking about.
So they're gonna. You go to Captain Prussia and say, "Yo, we're interested in a brother in your camp," and then Captain Prussia will look at you and look at your reputation, and he will either say, "I'll see," or he's gonna say, "You're not good enough for that brother, man." Based on your reputation, if you've got a terrible reputation, you don't even put in your request until you fix your attitude up, man.
Right.
Until you fix your attitude, you don't even put in that request, man. What makes you think you deserve one of these brothers with that disgusting attitude, man?
Right.
Fix your attitude, and then maybe your request will go somewhere. The thing is, most women, you're probably shooting your shot with a man who probably knows you got a terrible reputation, man. And that's probably why he's not responding, but read on.
To take away our reproach.
And they're just saying, yo, this must be called by your name to take away our shame, man. Why? Because they know it's a shame for in certain situations for a woman not to have a man. Imagine this, when wartime kicks in, man, and you ain't got no man. Guess what's going to happen? People's going to be breaking into your house, man, thinking they can rape you and do whatever they want to you. And what takes away your shame and your reproaches them knowing there's a strong man in the house.
That's right.
Them knowing this woman has a man. Imagine one day there's no 999, man. Like in Ukraine, you know what was happening in Ukraine? When Russia and all of them was fighting, you know what was happening to women that didn't have no men? They was taking them and sex trafficking them, man. Because these women had no men. They was taking these women and sex trafficking them because they didn't have no men. I guarantee you, in that day, every woman's going to want a man. Women are going to be saying, I don't care how many wives you got. Let me be called by your name, man. Why? Because you're going to come to a roadblock and the army's going to be at that roadblock. And they're going to be saying, who's your man? Go ahead.
So like the same woman that said, men are creepy, you should have taken that post down that
Exactly.
day. She have wished the creep to offer a mat that day. So
Exactly. You're going to come to that roadblock and they're going to be saying, who's your man? And if you ain't got no man, them soldiers is going to do whatever they want with you. The men running around raping in the city is going to do whatever they want with you. Imagine this. A man approaches you and you just say, Dungabar. That nigga's going to tremble.
See me?
He's going to tremble.
Shit, like.
Step aside, man. He's going to tremble and step aside. I say you get a man in the ISUPK to take away your reproach, man.
Trust me.
I say you get you one of them. It's up to you. I mean, you don't have to because that's your business. If you don't want one, I mean, you're going to remember this conversation. But
Listen, a man goes to rape you, say side, man.
Exactly.
That's your box taken.
This is what I'm saying, man. Instead of getting with a weak man, that can't even protect you, man. You go get you a man from 0796 0746784.
Numbers right here. So exactly. Numbers right here, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you phone the number, you listen to the automated service, it will say press 1 for Quatazar, press 2 for Alban, press 3 for Tazarpa 1. Whichever brother you want, you press 1, 2, or 3. That's it. That's all I can tell you. So okay.
You go, man. Play so again, man. Oh, so lucky, man. Impressive team copy.
Fear and rejection. I'm very big on like approaching a guy if I like you. I might not come up to you directly and grab you, you know, but I will give you like 1-2 looks, and if you're still not getting that, I might have to tap you on the shoulder. Like I'm very big on if I'm interested in you, I need you to know, and we can go from there. And I don't fear that thing of like a guy turning around to me and telling me, oh yeah, I'm not interested. I don't. Okay, next.
That you actually
like I will find somebody next.
Yeah, you
and
actually
we'll go
okay,
again.
yeah.
Like, we'll go again.
Oh, y'all, listen, ladies, just shoot your shot, man. So, like, yeah. Oh, it's a shame. Listen, you might want to run over. You done for them. We're quite a bit videos, but we call it a night for today, man. But yeah, man, you know what I mean. Make sure you call 079 607 4784. Also, keep sharing me your videos, man. For everyone, send me the videos. You know what I mean. All the latest news, everything, man. So, like, quite enough videos today. Couldn't get through them. So, lucky, man. And big up to everyone in the chat, man. Like, share, subscribe. For what if you tune in. We're gonna be here again. Friday, 9 to 11. Big up to after Dunga Bar for commentary. After the quarters are big up to all the UK, all the UPK, all the generals, captains, officers, sisters, young men, the whole nine, man. For what everyone coming in, man. You know, Michelle.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass need to stop it. Ass need to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know there's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settle. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore, a failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christian.